Hey guys, welcome to the second Java tutorial. This video is going to be doing SumDouble exercise, which is week 2, exercise 2. So let's just read the description. So given two int values, print their sum if the two values are different. If the two int values are the same, then print the double of their sum. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. This is just repeating what that says up there. So the first thing we need to do again is do our pseudocode. So we need to declare variables first. Then what we're going to need to do is we need to get the two the user prompts the user to enter two int values, right? So the user is going to enter one value and then they'll enter the second. And then we will check and see if they are the same. So we'll just call it, say, compare values, and then finally we will either add or multiply. Actually, I don't really like this the way this is. Well, we'll actually write the full pseudo. So if first number is not equal to second number, then total equals first number plus second number. Yeah. And the second one, if second, it's going to get a bit annoying when we're, if first number is equal to, second number, then total equals first number plus second number multiplied by 2. Okay. So just to explain this pseudo, so we have a Java program called SumDouble that prompts the user to enter two int values. So they enter the first and then they enter the second. Then we print out the sum of the two values that are different. The sum of the two values are different. So if they're different, we print out the sum. Okay? So if they're not equal to this, if the first number isn't equal to the second number, then the total equals first number plus second number. Okay. If the two values are the same, so if the first number is equal to the second number, then print the double of their sum. So we add them together and then multiply them all by 2. Perfect. Okay, so this one's a little bit more complicated than the last one we done. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to firstly declare our variables. So we know that we're going to have first number and a second number, so let's put them in first. Fnum for first number, snum for second number, and we know they're ints as well because it says it up here. Now we want the user to enter the, well, we actually need another variable here which is going to be the total. So total, we also know that it's going to be an integer because when we add two ints together we also get an integer, so we don't have to worry about it being a double. So enter the first value. Well, again, what we're going to have to use is the scanner. But before I should type it in there, I should really import it from the API. Import java.util.scanner and scanner. Call it my input again. Equals new scanner. Remember, you don't necessarily have to know what this means, you just learn it off, straightforward enough. Right, so we need to ask the user to enter a number. System.out.print, we just need to post a message to the page, or to the prompt, print enter first number space Okay, and now we need to say our first number, which is entered, which is what he's going to enter here, or she, equals my input dot next int. Now remember what I said in the last video, that we're looking for the next integer, because this is an integer here, remember? snum equals, oh no, what am I doing, jumping far too far ahead. Okay, so we'll save that. So it's going to come down, print out, enter first number. He will, oh, spelled something wrong. He will enter in the integer value. Okay, so now we can just do the second one. I'm just going to copy and paste this. Too lazy. Enter second number. And change the value here to snum. Okay, so now we're requesting for the second number as well, which will be stored to snum. Okay, now this is the part where it gets a little bit tricky. So if the first number is not equal to the second number, so if what's entered here is not the same as this one, then the total equals the first number plus the second number. Okay, so what do we do? Well, logically we'd use an if statement to determine if the first number is not equal to the second number. So how would we do that? Well, the syntax for an if statement is if, and then we have a condition. And then inside the condition we have our statements. So our condition in this case is going to be, so if the first number is not equal to the second number. So how do we write that? Well, we know what we have fnum, the first number saved in the variable fnum, so we'll just go fnum. So if fnum is not equal to, so the symbol for not is an exclamation point, and if it's not equal to snum, which is our second number, then execute the statements in here. So what's our first statement going to be? Well, we have to add the two of them together. So our statement is total equals first num plus second number. So we've already declared total up here. So total equals fnum plus snum, enter. Then we want to print it out, system dot out dot print line, and our first number is going to be here, or we're going to say in here total, so string literal again, total, and concatenate that with the variable total. Save. Now, our second condition. So, if the first number is equal to the second number, then total equals first number plus second number. So what I could do here is I could do another if statement. So again, it would be if the condition followed by the statement, or what I could do is I could use an else, which we've done in the class today. So if I done an else here instead of another if, what it would do is if the answer, so this is saying, well, if it's not equal to the second number, if the first number is not equal to the second number, well, the only other condition that would be is if it is equal to the second number, so it would have to do this instead. Or I could just do another if statement. Realistically, an else is probably a better way to do it. I will just go with the else. So we'll say total equals. So what do we have to do? Well, we have to add the first number and the second number and then multiply the two of them by 2. So let's do that. F num plus S num multiplied by 2. So Java follows the rule of BOMDAS. So brackets, order, multiplication, division. I don't even know what BOMDAS stands for, but anyway, same principle. But what I could do here is just signify that I want them to add them together first. Save it. We also have to do system.out.println. And we want to say total plus total. Okay, so it's first going to add them together, because we've highlighted that in brackets, and then it's going to multiply by 2. If you notice here as well that I'm using curly brackets, is because I have multiple statements inside my if statement and my else statement, or else if I didn't have these in, it would only execute this line inside the if statement, and then it would try to execute this outside the if statement. But if this condition wasn't satisfied, then it would try to execute this, but the variable total would never have been initialized, so we would have got an error. So it's important that even if you only have one statement inside any of your inside any of your if statements, that you should have curly brackets. Alright, so this is done, I think. So let's compile and run. Hopefully we won't get any errors. No errors. We zoom in, enter first number. So we'll say the first number is 1 and the second number is 2, so they won't be equal to each other, so they should just add each other up, and they do. Okay, so if we run it again to check and see if it works for two numbers the same, so enter first number 2 and second number is 2, then that works as well. Alright, thanks guys. Hopefully this helped you a bit more. I should have the link for the next video in the description. Thanks.